Yes. Now children, we will continue with the lesson 15, economic development. Here, methods of allotting of resources. Previously we have seen about the uses of resources. Now we'll see which are the methods of allotting these resources. Now see, every nation is trying to attain speedy economic development. That means all the nations of the world want to be developed very soon. And they also have a competition amongst the different countries of the world. So this allotment of resources is mainly done by two methods. One is market mechanism, second one is social system. Both these systems are opposite to each other. By mingling both systems, many other methods have been developed. Every country accepts one or the other methods. That means, see, what I told you, two methods, main, market and social. Then they are mixing these methods with each other and coming into the next other methods which they are using it. Now first one is market system. Now children, as you know, these names which I am going to call out, like America, Japan, England, these all nations are developed and they are having their economic development through this system. This system is also called as capitalist system. What is the other name for market system? Capitalist system. In this method, they are having only the resource allocation, the process on the basis of profit scope. That means they keep this in the center. Profit is the center. In market system, profit is the center. People, those who are investing in these industries, in their industries, they only keep in their mind the scope of profit. That means market is completely free in this system. Government has not to give any specific economic policy. That means government. You also call it as state. That means government is not interfering in the economic policy and they doesn't play any role in this method. Competition plays a vital role. That means in market system, competition is there. The owner has to keep on increasing working capacity to the greatest extent, so that, as I told you, what is their intention? To make profit. So they want to increase their working capacity. Because of this method, many new researches are done and new method of production are created. Production is maximum and fast economic development of this country is taking place. And thus the competition controls the whole market in an invisible hand. State does not interfere. State means what? I told you, government. So that is why it is also called as free economy. Now this system is also having its features, benefits and limitations. Now first we will see the features. Ownership of resources of production is either individual or private. Profit is the center, which already we discussed. Consumers are getting good opportunity. Government interference is not there. Distribution is based on the profit and economic decisions are taken while keeping price mechanism in the mind. Now we will go to the next point, which is benefit of market mechanism. The benefits means advantages. Economic freedom of individual protected in market system. That means they have a economic freedom. The person who is dealing with these resources having a freedom. Next point, resources of productions are utilized to the greatest extent and efficiently. They are making the use of all these resources, utilizing them very efficiently. Abundant production may be done, as we have already seen. They do researches, they want to increase their production, so they can do abundantly. New exploration keep on taking place continuously in economy. As a result, economic development becomes faster. Quality of the things are improving because they have competition. So these are the benefits. Now it is also having the limitations of the market mechanism. In spite of having these benefits, market system is not perfect because here they also have some limitations which we will see one by one. Because of keeping in mind the profit as a center, commodities are produced in more quantity. Quantity and production of luxurious commodities of the basic requirement is neglected. That means the quantity is increased as they keep the intention is what? Profit making. So production is more. Commodities are produced in more quantity, and generally they are produced is being produced more commodities which are luxuriously used. So basic requirements are neglected. So this is the first disadvantages. Because of lack of policy related to the role of state, natural resources are wasted. There is no government interference. There is no policy related to this. So they are also wasting the natural resources. They are not using them judiciously. Due to lack of knowledge and ignorance about the market, consumers are exploited. Due to centralization of property and income, there is increase in disparity of income. That means disparity of income, no equality of income. There is a fear of monopoly. Just try to understand the meaning of the income is disparity of income is equality of income. Then there is also a fear of monopoly. That means someone is going to hold the market. Economic instability, exploitation of laborers, etc. Now we will go to the next system, that is socialist. Now socialist is just the opposite of market. Now countries like Russia and China, they have achieved fast economic by adopting this system. Now, we will try to understand what is socialist system. Socialist system is quite opposite. In this, the decisions are taken by the state machinery. State machinery means what? Government. State is owning all the resources of production. The whole economy is managed by state. Yani ki government is holding all the resources and then they are allotting it, and the policies are made for the further production. All the decisions pertaining to production, investment, resource distribution, everything is, they are taking decisions by keeping the requirement of the people, that is the society, in mind. In socialist system, rather than profit, social welfare is the center. In market system, profit was the center. Here, the welfare of the society, welfare of the people is the center. Production of resources and their prices are decided by the state. This is being decided by the government. The responsibility to achieve the target of production decided by the state governed factories. Here no one is owing. Privately they are not owing the factories. This is governed by the government. It is governed by the state. Farming is also owned by the state. Labor are paid according to their ability and according work is taken from them. Now the point is features of socialist system. Resources are owned by the state. All the economic decisions are taken by the state. Rather than profit, social welfare is the center of the economic activities. Laborers are paid wages in returns of work. Now comes benefit. What are the benefit? Advantages, fayde. Because of production according to the requirement of the society, unimportant and luxurious items are not produced. See, you remember in market system, only they were focusing on the luxurious items and the day-to-day requirement things are not being produced. As the decisions related to production are taken by the state, so wastage is not there. There was a wastage. Here, the government is taking the decision, so no wastage of the resources. Disparity of income and property is removed. Consumers are not exploited. Now, these are the advantages. Now comes the limitations of socialist system. Socialist system which has come into existence with noble intention of equal distribution and social welfare. See, this has been started only to see that there should be no intention of any different, like it is an equal distribution and so they have the intention of social welfare. Now there are 4 points. As the resources of productions are owned by the state, people do not get encouragement and motivation to increase production. In market system, they were only motivated and was increasing their production and not thinking of the society. Here, they are only having the intention of looking into the matter of welfare of the society. Next point, due to lack of competition, contest and research do not get momentum in the economy. In market system, they were having good competition, they were having contest and research. Next point, there is a lack of individual freedom. No individual freedom here. Because of complete interference of the state, there is a fear of bureaucracy. Bureaucracy means government is a whole and soul and they are controlling each and every person. That is what bureaucracy. Now this is the next one and the last one, mixed economy. Mixed With the name you can understand both market and socialist. Mixed economic system attempts at removing the limitations of market system and socialist system and tries to assimilate in it good element of both the system. यानी दोनों के benefits को पकड़ना है और limitations को हटाना है. Mixed economy is such a type of economic system in which public and private sector coexist and both the sectors do not work as a competitor. Here mixed means what? Public and private, both are there. And they do not work as a competitor but they are complementary to each other. मतलब एक दूसरे के सहारे. There is individual or private ownership in agriculture, trade, small consumers, good industries, etc. While basic keys are heavy industries, factories producing defense material, railway, electricity, roads, irrigation, these are all in the hands of government. In this system, market is not completely free. Government lays control in different ways. For example, state lays heavy taxes on production of unwanted things. In the same way, industries in the backward areas are encouraged by giving subsidy relaxation in tax. Thus, mixed economy is such an economy in which important place is given to economic planning in taking economic decisions. Means in mixed economy, as I told you, this system is applied in both the ways. Few in the hands of government and few in the hands of private. And they plan for the economic development. That is, economic decisions are being taken. Coexistence of private and public sector is accepted in this system. Both. Just now I told you. This is thus mixed economy is such an system in which important place is given to the economic planning for taking economic decision. Coexistence of private and public sector is accepted in this system. This system is also called as controlled economic system. Because of the restrictions and control, countries like India, France, England, they follow mixed economy. We are also following this. So far, studied about market system, socialist system and mixed economy is deciding factors for economic decisions and distribution of resources. There is no country in the world today where there is absolute market system or socialist system. Both the system have lost their individual features and have assimilated into mixed economy. Market system witness indulgence of planning elements and state interference, while socialist system witness economic relaxation and economic liberalization, which we are going to study liberalization later. But demerits are also witnessed in mixed economy. For example, economic instability, lack of coordination, inconsistent economic policy, low rate of growth of economic development. There are limitations in mixed economy also. Now please see the points which I have already written on the board. Now children, just pay attention. The page numbers are mentioned here. You have to go through it. They are very easy to find the answers. So go through these page numbers, mark the answers and please write down in your notebooks. I think it is very clear to you all because the answers are very fairly they are being given. Page numbers I have mentioned in this. Just note it down and complete your work. Thank you.